Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are going to learn how to make this pretty dress we have on the screen here for a 7-year-old child. So if this is a video you are interested in learning, then let's get started. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. It means a lot to us. The required measurement to drafting and sewing this dress will be left in the description box below. So we'll start off with drafting the front pattern of this dress. So I have here a crepe fabric and I folded this fabric, so the fold line is towards me here this way. So I'm going to start off with drawing a starting line on top here. So this is going to be serving as my shoulder line. Then I'll input my shoulder length of 5.5 inches on this shoulder line here, mark it, and I'll be doing a neck depth and neck width of 2.5 by 2.5 inches. So I'll mark it and then draw my neckline. So after drawing my neckline, I'm going to input my chest line. I'm working with 6 inches for this dress, so I'll mark 6 inches and then draw the line across. So on the chest line, I'm going to input my shoulder length measurement of 5.5 inches on it as well. Then I'll connect to the shoulder line with a straight line this way. I'm going to be dropping the front shoulder by 1 inch to get my shoulder slope. Next I'll do is to input a quarter of my bust measurement on the chest line, which is 6.5 inches. I'm going to put it on the chest line here, mark it. The next I'll do is to mark 2.5 inches from the chest line upward for my armhole. So I'll mark it here. Then I'll go in by half an inch and then connect the line to the shoulder slope. Then I'm going to go ahead and then draw my armhole curve. So for the front length of this design, I'm going to be inputting 15 inches and then I'll mark it across from the shoulder line and then draw a line across. So on this line, I'm going to mark 8.5 inches. Then I'll connect it to my chest line. So I'll connect it to my chest line with a straight line. And then we are done. I'm going to go ahead and then cut this out. But before that, I'll be adding half an inch for seam allowance all around this pattern, except for the side seams. I'll be doing 1 inch. Now I'll go ahead and then cut it out. So this is what we have after cutting out the front pattern. We'll be using this to cut the back as well. So I'm going to go ahead and then cut out the back pattern and also make a few alterations to the back pattern. This is the front pattern. I placed it on the back. I haven't shaped the neckline of the back yet. Then take a look at it. I placed it on fold on this fabric and I left half an inch towards the fold line. This is to cater for my zipper allowance because I'll be adding a zipper to this dress. So this is the half inch here I've left here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shape the neck. So I'll just draw a straight line here this way. For the back neck, I don't want it as deep as the front. I'm going to go up by 2 inches from the front to the back and I'll mark it out. Then I'll draw my back neck this way. So this is it, very simple. And then I'll go ahead and then cut this out, and that is the only alteration I'm making on this block. So I'll go, and remember I've already added seam allowances to the front pattern, so I'll just cut it out and then I'll also separate the back pattern because I'll be working with 2 pieces. Because of the zipper I'll be placing at the back. So I'll cut the design, the neck out. So this is my front pattern here, and then these are the back pieces. I've cut it into 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be sewing the shoulders together, and I'm going to turn this pattern to the right side, and then place the right side of the back pattern pieces on top of the front. Then I'll go to the sewing machine and then stitch the shoulders down on 1/2 inch, the initial seam allowance we added when we're drafting this pattern. Then I'll also stitch the sides down as well. So here we have it. I have stitched the shoulders down, and then I gave it a very good press, and I stitched the sides also down by 1 inch. And look at the back. I just stitched the back upward a bit, by about 2 or 3 inches, and then I'm going to bring in a matching zipper, which I'll be fixing at the back of this dress. So I'll head to my sewing machine and then do that right away. So after fixing the zipper, look at it, it's looking so gorgeous. The zipper has been fixed beautifully. This is it here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bias tape to clean the neck of this dress and also clean the armhole as well. So initially I wanted to double fold the bias on the neck and then on the armhole so that it will not be seen, but later I realized that the yellow and then the orange color blends beautifully, so I'm not going to fold it twice. I'm going to head to my sewing machine and then use the bias tape to just clean the neck and then the armhole. After doing that, take a look at it. So neat, so beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to do on this piece of fabric is to measure the hem of this dress. So I have about 17 inches, but I'm going to stretch it out, and this is 18 inches here, so I'll take note of that. I'll be using this to work on my pleat for the bottom part of this design. So I have here a very beautiful fabric. This is about 29 inches in length and then 16.5 inches in width. So I'm going to be explaining how I came across this 29 inches for the length. So remember, so let's do a bit of math here. So I have here a piece of paper, and then remember the hem of this dress was 18 inches when we stretched it out. And remember, for this dress, the size of this dress, I have 1 inch seam allowance, so I've written it here. And then the next thing to take consideration of is the pleat. I'm going to be pleating this on 9 inches. So in all, when you add all these figures, I have 29 inches. So I'm going to be adding this 18 inches to the pleat, and then I got 27 inches. So 27 inches, I will divide it by 4, and I'll be getting 6.75. So each of my pleats is going to, I'm going to mark each of the pleats at 6.75 inches on the length of this dress. So this is the length. I'm going to take the 1 inch seam allowance, mark it out on both sides of this fabric. And then I'll be left with 27 inches. So the next thing I'll do is I'm going to be marking 6.75 from the seam allowance that I marked. 6.75. I'll be getting about 4 marks on this length. So I'm going to start off 6.75, mark it out. And then remember that I said we are going to use the 9 inches to form pleat. So I'll divide this 9 inches on these 3 marks I have on this fabric. So that will be 3 inches on both of the lines. So I'll be doing 1.5 on each side of the line so that I can form my pleat. This is very simple and very easy to understand. I hope you agree with me. So I'm marking the 1.5 on each side of this line. So I'm going to fold the first 1.5 on the midpoint of this line and then hold it with pins, and then fold from the other side as well 1.5 inches, and then join this together. I'll do it for all the lines that I have marked. to form my beautiful pleats. So this is what we have here. Take a look at it. Very beautiful, very simple, and very easy to do. So this is it. I'm going to head to my sewing machine and then stitch it down from the top down just a bit, about 2 inches, just to give it a bit of design. So when I did it that way, this is what we have here. Take a look at it, looking so pretty, so beautiful. So this is the 2 inches I stitched down a bit just to create a beautiful design. So this is what we have here. For the back, I'm not going to be forming any pleat, so the back is just equal in length with the top bodies of this dress. So for the back, we have 18 inches in length and also 16.5 in width. So I'll head to my sewing machine and join the sides together on the seam allowance we added, which is 1 inch. So after joining it together, this is it here. Remember to give it a very good press so that your pleat will come out well. The next I'm going to do, take a look at it, looking so beautiful. The next I'm going to do is to join the skirt or the bottom part of this dress to the bodies of this dress. So I'm going to stitch it down, the two together on 1/2 inch, and we are done. So this is our final work, looking so beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for making time to watch this video. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.